Welcome to another episode of the K&I Car Show. I am Kevin Passman in New Zealand. That is Isaac Eubank somewhere in Texas. And today we're talking about a 1940 Dodge Sedan with the suicide doors that I found on the streets in some town called Waiatane, New Zealand. And yeah, man, later on we're going to be doing some trivia to see how much Isaac has learned about this car and see if I can fool him. And yeah, I found this car on a recent road trip I had, and of course it's a right-hand drive because it's here in New Zealand, and I don't know where this thing came from, but it looks like it's been been running for quite a while with those old black license plates there, man. Suicide doors, man. You can't go wrong with suicide doors. You can't go wrong with the split window. You in particular like this car because it has good ground clearance. Is that what you're saying, man?
I haven't said anything yet. Now, you've been doing all the talking. No, man, I like this car, man, and I'm gonna give it the same description I always give cars that I like on the show, and I'm gonna call it gangster, man. This car is gangster. It's beefy. You know, it actually looks like it can handle itself off-road. It's got those nice beefy tires on it. If I had it personally, I would take it. I would modify the suspension, throw a big beefy engine in it, and I'd make it like an off-road sleeper. I think it's begging for that right now.
No, man, but why you always want to bastardize these original cars, man?
Because
this thing has survived for 80 years.
We've got
all original like this, man.
We've got the ability and the technology to do it. Why not? You know, why?
And some peckerwood like you comes along and wants to cut it
absolutely.
up, man.
Yeah, absolutely. You should give it the gift of the modern technology, so that way you can it could actually perform the way it deserves to perform. You know.
No, I'm sure you know where what car you can do that with. Follow this guy home and look in his yard. He probably has a parts car for this car, and you could just take it and bastardize it any way you want, man. If it's just the shell you want, just and then completely rebuild the whole thing. And man, not only that, it sounds like a lot of work,
man.
It's
a beautiful shell, man. Those lines alone on the bumper is what sells me, man. The attention to detail and the craftsmanship when they made this car, it's more of an art piece rather than I admire it more for the looks, the aesthetics of it, than I do for the mechanics behind it.
Any car with suicide doors, man, you can't go wrong.
Suicide doors, yeah, that's cool. Are they safe though? I mean, I don't know.
They are called suicide doors. I mean, that should be a hint that they're not safe, man. They're not safe because if the wind catches them going on the road, they open up instead of shut back with the. There's some design flaws, but you got to sacrifice a little bit for coolness, you know. And the way I am positive those locks and stuff are all worn out on that car, so I'm sure that door will open up. That back door will open up quite a bit, man. And of course, there are no seatbelts in the car, so you might take a tumble or two, man.
Yeah, you have to modify that.
You might get. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe you might have to just weld the back door shut. I don't know. That'd be the only modification you could do with that.
Put some racing seats in there with some, with some good straps.
Yeah. But then again, you're bastardizing the car again.
I'm
man.
over that, man. So try and stump me, man. Let's play this trivia game, man. I know all the listeners are dying to hear it, man. It's their favorite part of the show.
The trivia, man. So yeah, man, we're gonna play a game here and see if I can stump Isaac, and he wins nothing if he gets it right, and if he gets it wrong, he wins some humiliation.
Sounds like life.
Yeah, man. Okay, this car with the Ram hubcaps and the Ram hood ornament. This Ram was created by the designer because he said that when you see a ram in the wild, the first thing you do is dodge it, man. Is this true? Or could it be false?
You do want to get the hell out of the way. I don't know. I think it might be true, man. I mean, it sounds like a simple, clever strategy for an advertisement. I like it, man. I believe it. I think it's true.
Oh, yeah, it's true. My first thought is when I'm around a Ram is to cover my testicles because that's about where their head goes. A Ram goes when they, you know. If you've ever been rammed by a goat or anything like that, that's
man.
where they it's just straight in the.
My first.
Okay,
My
yeah.
first thought when I see a Ram is I think back in the day when I was going to a alternative school and I was riding the short bus and there was this autistic boy on there, and every time he saw a Dodge Ram, he was in love with them, and he would just repeat Rammy, Rammy, Rammy the whole time. And that's all I can think of every time I see a Dodge. That and they're ugly. You know, they look like freaking old farm beaters. You know what I mean? They're definitely not aesthetically pleasing to the eye.
You gotta watch this. These Mopar guys are sensitive, man.
If they're sensitive about ugly trucks, man, I feel for them. They need to get over themselves. They're definitely.
Yeah, I mean these Rams, man. When I normally dodge the Ram vehicles because of the serious transmission issues they have. I don't dodge them because they're gonna. Yeah, man. And it's cool, man. And I thought I was getting away from these Mopar people a little bit down here in New Zealand, but I was walking along the beach and somebody had put a Mopar with a big heart on it out in the middle of nowhere, man. I'm like, who's seeing this?
I saw that. And I thought that it was you trying to make a desperate attempt, like an SOS call out to your car guys. Let them know you're thinking about them when you're on your vacation and stuff.
Okay, suicide doors. This car has the suicide doors. That mid-'60s Lincoln, or maybe early '60s Lincoln that President Kennedy was shot in, actually had suicide doors on it. Is that true or false?
That's true. That's true. I remember seeing that on some stupid podcast.
You've cheated, man. Does Jay Leno own one or no?
He's got to with all the cars that he owns, man. He owns way too many,
From my research, he does not, but he owns a 1941 Plymouth Coupe, original unrestored car, so that is very close. So I'm going to give you a fourth of a point on that one.
Wow, 2 out of 3.
How's
2 out of
that
3
sound?
isn't bad, man. 2 out of 3 isn't bad. So.
If it was the same year, I would have given you maybe a half a point.
Yeah. Hey, I appreciate it.
And once again, Isaac is the proud owner of a little humiliation on one end and a little bit of pride on the other. He don't win shit, man. We don't have anything to give away.
That's my life, man. I'm used to it, That's how I live.
Yeah.
With nothing.
Okay, we're gonna wrap this up, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. We've had a good time here, and we're gonna bring you some more. We're out videoing and doing stuff, and we got some really special cars coming up. And if you have any questions, put them in the comments. Have any trivia, man? We love the trivia, and although we can Google it if you put it in the comments and act like we know it right away. But so. Yeah, man. Peace out, I guess. Subscribe. I'm not cool enough to use that peace out thing, but I did anyway, and it's on video now. And see you guys next week.